friends, welcome! Oh my word, what a weekend of football we just saw. Are you kidding me? El Clásico lived up to the name. What a game of football that was. It literally had everything, and VAR ruined it. God, I'm so sick of VAR. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to a lot of what happened in there. We're going to get to Man United winning and get to Aston Villa at home beating Manchester City. Arsenal, you're welcome. You are welcome. Oh, and by the way, Liverpool, how's it going? First team of the season to lose 4 league games in the EPL. My word, Liverpool, there's some trouble brewing there. Let's talk about it. Whew. Exciting times. We got a lot to get to. All right, let's go. Let's jump in.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, friends, welcome back in. Listen, we'd love your comments. We'd love your thoughts on what happened in the weekend and your team. We're going to go through a lot of the results from the EPL, the Bundesliga, and La Liga, the one game that actually counted. I don't know why that game was on here at 11:15 in the morning. I wish it would have been like a 3 o'clock Sunday game. Would have gotten bigger fanfare. All right, Real Madrid win El Clásico 2-1 over Barcelona. Yeah, let me know. Did you think they were going to win? Because actually they'd lost 4 in a row prior to that. Real Madrid are back. They looked phenomenal today. Before we jump in, I do want to say a big thank you to our partners and a big thank you to our sponsors. You guys really do make this this show for us. Appreciate it. Big thank you to Soccer World. SoccerWorld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. A big thank you to Next Level Training. The guys and girls who train, who are the trainers of Next Level. They are the absolute best trainers in the country. You need to get to them. Sign up for their specialty clinics and all the good stuff they do. A big thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Good dude, great soccer player, better trainer. Get to him. He will get you fit and get you right. Big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars. Oh, yeah. MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on that awesome club. Big thank you to those partners of ours. They really do help us out. All right. Not just me here in our brand new, not really brand new, our old studio, but in a brand new named facility. We'll get to that a lot later. But I am joined by the wonderful Nate and Brooks.
Thought I was fired.
No, you're back.
Hey!
We couldn't find anybody
live
else.
from my house.
No, you're
On a
studio.
Oh.
This is the studio. Yeah.
I'm not in my house no more.
No, you're not.
No.
Hey!
Get on your phone.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I even forgot about the headset.
Yeah.
This week he goes, "You're ready."
Yeah.
You look at me and I'm staring. And I'm like,
Oh.
oh. Should I put my phone down?
Yeah.
Anywho,
Anyway, good weekend, Nate.
yeah, it was all right weekend.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Man United, 3 wins in a row for the league.
You know, they should fire Ruben Amorim.
I'm still not sold on him.
Fire him.
We're gonna get to it, but you gotta be happy. You know what, Nate? I'm gonna be very
Here's
honest
the
right
thing.
now. I want them to win 5 games in a row so we can stop seeing that stupid guy with his big hair. Get rid of that guy. Win your 5 games, then be
talk
done.
about it later. I'm not sold on him either.
Yeah.
The bipolarness of one week he's awful and should be canned, and the next week he wins the game, and therefore he's a prince. By the way, both feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll get to it.
Wrong. Now, if you lose like 6 in a row, maybe that's a problem.
Well, when you only win 9 out of 35, I mean that wasn't a good.
Cool. When
Yeah.
you lose 6 in a row,
Yeah. Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him, Nate.
don't think he's losing 6 in a row. But thank you.
Oh, there's the curse. All right, Brooks, how are you, buddy? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's see. Friday night I was at U of M. They played Northwestern.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a good one. Michigan won 2-1.
Good game?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad game. Wasn't a bad game. Big Ten season winding down. The women just finished on today. Today was the final game for all the Big Ten women's teams, and the Big Ten women's soccer tournament starts on October 30th. So the first couple rounds will be hosted at Purdue University, and then St. Louis City's SC Stadium will be the semifinal and final, Energizer Park.
Hey.
So
There we go.
yes.
Yeah.
Get excited.
Yeah.
I'm energized.
So yeah, and then,
All right.
good.
All right, fellas, let's jump in. El Clásico chaos. My word, this game started out with a bang. Could have had several goals, offside all over the place. Both teams played a super high line and caught each other offside quite a bit. Mbappe, my word, offside all the freaking time. In the first minute and a half, there was a penalty claim. The referee, literally standing 5 yards away, sees the entire thing, calls a penalty, and VAR interjects. VAR had a big role to play in this game today. And they said, hey, referee, you need to go take a look at this. And we all know when the video assistant referee calls down to the referee and says, well, you made the call, but you may want to go look at the monitor. It puts some doubts in the referee's mind. So the referee goes over to the monitor. Now, us on television, we saw 7 different angles of this tackle. Lamine Yamal sticks his foot in there. Vinicius Jr. kicks the back of it. And the referee, like I said, 5 yards away, saw it and he called a penalty. He said, I know exactly what's going on here. That's a penalty. VAR says, take a look. But you could see, the funny thing is, you watch the referee run up to the screen, and as he's watching it, the video assistant referee only shows him one angle of the tackle. We, as the audience in TV land here, we saw 7 different angles: the front, the back, the up, the down, the right, the left. We saw everything. They only showed the referee on the monitor one single, and what in my opinion was the worst angle of them all. It was ridiculous. And the referee goes, well, from this angle, and you telling me there was some doubt about my call, I'm gonna change it, and not a penalty. And you're like, what happened to you being 5 yards away, clear as day, seeing this? Why? What? I just don't understand. VAR ruined this game. Anyway, Real Madrid did come out winners 2-1. Some brilliant goals. All goals scored in the first half. At the end, a really big kerfuffle, both teams getting at it. Carvajal decides he wants to start chiming in and talking to Lamine Yamal. So earlier in the week, Lamine Yamal came out and said, it seems that Real Madrid, they whine a lot and they get a lot of favorable calls in their games. And it seems to be, they're robbing the league type thing. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, but that's what he put out there. And Carvajal at the end of the game started doing this to him. Now, the interesting thing about this is these two are actually Spanish teammates. They play for the Spain national team. They're teammates. They're supposedly friends.
All bets are off in a derby, Craig.
Yes, you're right. So
Yes.
it was very interesting, but several cards handed out at the end of the game. It was handbags. No punches thrown, but some pushing and shoving, and Vinicius Jr. got into it. By the way, he was subbed in the 72nd minute, and he was not happy when he was subbed. That was some theater right there. Xavi Alonso's going to have to deal with that tomorrow morning, calling Vinicius Jr. and say, you can't have that reaction. I'm the coach. I made the decision to change you for a reason. Jude Bellingham looks like he's finally back to his best after missing early part of the season with an injury. Looks like he's come back. Lamine Yamal, a little bit off the pace. I think people have kind of figured out his party tricks of dip right, go left every single time. Real Madrid were ready for it. In my opinion, Real Madrid dominated this game and really deserved the win, probably by more. Brooks, we got any stats on this one?
Yeah, so shots on target, Real Madrid 10, Barcelona 6.
Okay. Yep.
Shot attempts, 23 shot attempts for Real Madrid, 15 for Barcelona.
This was this game, by the way. If you watched this game live, it was up and down, back and forth, shot. The amount of blocks that happened in this game were incredible as well. It was incredible. Sorry.
No, that's right.
Just all action this game was.
Yeah.
I highly recommend, not right now because you're watching us, at some point go back and watch this game. You will be entertained.
Yes. 12 corners for Real Madrid, 4 for Barcelona. Saves, 9 for Barcelona, 4 for Real Madrid. And then, 68% possession for Barcelona, 31 for Real Madrid.
And Real Madrid do this on purpose, right? They sit back and they love the counter. They got Mbappe and they got Vinicius Jr., who are two of the quickest players on the planet. And they win the ball. They sit in, they win the ball, and then they break out and go. And that's what their game plan is. Marcus Rashford played for Barcelona, started on the left. Had some really nice plays, by the way. Had the assist on Lopez Fermin's goal. Really well taken goal by them. And there was a penalty call that happened in the second half. Mbappe took it, and Wojciech Szczesny with a phenomenal one-handed save. That penalty, I'm remembering now, should not have been a penalty, okay? Absolutely should not have been a penalty. Jude Bellingham runs into the box, strikes the ball to try cross it as the defender is sliding. It hits the defender's foot, bounces back off of Jude Bellingham's thigh, and then into the hand of the defender who slid and already blocked the ball once. They are about this far away from each other. The ball has ping-ponged around and hit the hand of a defender. That is not a penalty, and yet VAR deemed it to be a penalty. No one outside of Real Madrid was saying that should have been a penalty. Even the announcers, Steve McManaman, a Real Madrid Galactico when he was there, a legend within Real Madrid, even he said, no, this can't be a penalty. This would be an absolute farce if this is given as a penalty for Real Madrid. And it was given as a penalty because VAR wanted their 2 cents and they wanted to be the star of the show. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think VAR chooses to be the start of the show, Craig.
Today they did, Brooks. Today they did.
Yeah. I don't know, Nate. What do you think?
Do you think VAR steps in and is like, hey, I got this?
I think they did that twice today. They overruled the referee on 2 different occasions. Even the announcers who are pro Real Madrid, they're like, no, this can't be.
I think the problem is with every sport, and I say this all the time, and I'll continue to say this. Let the refs do the job. And guess what? They're going to get it wrong.
Yep.
They're going to get it wrong. It's going to be okay. And the better team will win overall. But there's a power of suggestion. If I tell you to look at a picture and say, hey, you see the thing that's not right, you're going to start making stuff up in your head. And that's scientifically proven. There's a power. So if you have someone in a booth saying, I think you need to take another look at that. I think there could have been a foul there. Then you're going to find something. Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure going on because all eyes are on them and because they're running to a little booth to do this stuff. And it's just silly. And I'm kind of tired of it. And I hear it in other sports too. I hear other sports talking about going even more to the extreme by having AI help them and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is the worst idea ever. No good will come from this. This is a bad idea. Stop doing this. This has got to stop. It's like just have refs do their job, have things as tools. You can maybe question why they didn't have a tool and if they use a logical answer, that should be enough. If you go, hey, ref, why don't you do VAR to get a second look? And the ref looks at him, goes, hey, because I saw it from this angle and I thought this was right. That's a logical answer. If he goes, gee, I don't know, then okay, then you can question his motives or his ability to ref. But it's just silly. It's just the whole thing is silly. And every time we come out with a new bit of technology that's going to make things better, that's going to help the ref, that's going to make sure things are fair and even and 100% called correctly, it doesn't work.
Right.
And if you really look into the rules of reffing, it's every foul for soccer, not for all sports, but every foul, everything it's all based on what the refs see. It's all referee discretion because a game is going on for 90 minutes and hey, Craig Hearn might kick Brooks. And as a ref, I might go, okay, I'll let that go. He just missed a tackle. But Nate Janulis, who's angry at Brooks because he heard him jawing, then does the same kick, and me as a ref goes, I just saw that go down. That's retaliation. That's a card. Ref called both ways. Craig kicked him too. Why did he get a card? Because in the moment and series of events, I witnessed something that was inherently different. And that's where I get so tired of this crap. It is not black and white. Stop.
Have we gone too far?
Yes.
Has VAR?
Yes. Where have you been for the last 2 minutes?
VAR has come into this game.
Brooks, do I got to repeat myself?
But we do need. But damn it. No, let me say this. We do need
video
assistant replay because if it does change games. We need things like I will remind you, and this is the best example. This is the example I changed my mind that says we need video in this game. It's England versus Germany in the 2010 World Cup, right? No, I'm sorry, 2014 World Cup. The ball went over the line by this far. Nobody calls that changes the game if that ball goes in.
Yeah.
We need it for that reason. We don't need it for ticky-tacky fouls or to go. Yeah. The ball flicked off someone's finger in the box, and the ball would have gone nowhere, and it went nowhere anyway. We don't need that to be a penalty.
We
don't need that.
Here's my counter. Germany versus Spain. Cucurella is throwing his arm out. Everyone could see it clear as day. No one called it.
In the Euros, yeah.
So here's the problem. For every one of those, I got another one of those. Here's where you got to boil it down. It's a tool.
Use the tool appropriately.
No. It's a tool for the ref's discretion to use.
When he wants to.
When he wants to.
That should be
not when somebody tells him to.
Right.
When he wants to.
Because he's the one reffing the game.
Yes.
And as you said, and listen, if you and I are both reffing a game, I'm going to ref it differently than you're going to ref it.
Yeah, I'm going to ref it right. You're going to ref it like a forward. Everything's a foul that it gets near a defender.
But funniness aside, the video referee is going to ref it different from the guy on the field.
Absolutely.
Right? So now all of a sudden you've got a guy on the field who 5 yards away from he called a penalty, says that's a penalty. The guy in the box, if he's on the field, he's not going to go, whatever it is, right? Like, we can't have this. We have one referee. That's it. And if he has any doubt in his mind whether that was a penalty or not, he should have 30 seconds to be able to go, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to go look at the replay myself. No one's called down. I have my own doubt, my own mind, so I'm going to go look.
Yeah.
That's
originally how it was rolled out in the Bundesliga and how it was supposed to be used.
Right.
It's for the ref to use when there's a moment in the game that he can't see it or see something happen, and he can go back and take a look from a different angle because he can't see all the angles.
I think a lot of this
happened too fast.
I think a lot of this also stems from FIFA laws and referee laws not being clear and distinct.
Oh, that helps for sure. It doesn't help.
Because this might be a penalty. Okay, now I'm going to use this system that's supposed to help me if it's clear and obvious that it was an error and I made an error to go back and look at it. I think that's part of it too. And I mean, I know from this is that going on to college matches and sitting on the sidelines talking to referees, I know for a fact that referees have told me that the regional referees have told the guys to throw more yellow cards this year.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Like that came from one of the regional referees.
Yellow cards?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't know what that means. I don't know what exactly, like how good, what good that does or whatever, but like you get different things from different interpretations, and then everyone just interprets everything differently, and that's the tough part.
Yep.
If there were clear distinct rules, like it's this across the line and there's no black and gray, but that's the rough part.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the El Clásico today was absolute chaos. It was entertaining, and the El Clásico is always entertaining no matter what. The extended highlights on YouTube you will find from ESPN. When they put extended highlights together of a game, they're usually anywhere from 12 to 14 minutes. The extended highlights of this game were 23 and a half minutes long.
Wow.
There were so many different things that happened in this game. There was red cards. There was yellow cards. There was, just sending offs. There was goals. There was VAR. You name it, it happened. There was penalty saves.
Did anyone drink a beer or throw a beer?
Oh, no throwing of beers.
Okay.
I can see anyway.
Okay.
Lots of beer being drank, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, go watch this game if you want to be entertained. We got a lot of other stuff to get to. I want to get to the EPL. Villa won today.
Yeah.
Very unexpected win. Listen, Man United won yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Why is that an unexpected win? Because right now, the Premier League table is drunk. It needs to have a timeout and just go home. Just sit down.
Sober up.
Yeah, you have too much to drink. Bournemouth, Sunderland, and Tottenham. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on here?
What a win from Sunderland.
You're all
what a
drunk.
win. What a drunk.
Right, I told you they're going to stay up.
I'm going to tell. Oh, they're staying up, but they're not going to finish top 10. Top 8. Nate, sorry. I'm going to tell you why that was unexpected.
Are you gonna get my name right? Or?
Oh, I'm going to get your name right, and I'm going to tell you 100% why it was such an unexpected win for Aston Villa. And I'm going to do that right after this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Frank, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, big thank you to our sponsor there. Big thank you to Soccer World, Rod and Watt over at Soccer World. If you have not been to Soccer World, you're missing out. They've got some great deals. My favorite's the deal table, the clearance table. I always seem to find a great pair of boots on the deal table. So
Take a photo next time you're there and put it on our Facebook page. I didn't know about this deal table.
what? You haven't been and seen the clearance table? I wear a size 10 shoe. It's the most common shoe size for a man. There are always size 10s on there.
Mm.
I seem to come away with a pair of $60, $70, $80 boots that'll last me for a year or two, and I buy about 1-2 pairs a year because I like soccer boots. I should bring down this crystal ones.
No, you gotta save those in case they're worth something at some time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play in the crystal Swarovski boots. All right, listen. EPL happened. Let's jump in. Let's talk about some of the results. Nate, I do want to tell you why. Let me see if I can find it.
Let me tell you why you're stupid.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to know why the Aston Villa game against Manchester City at Villa Park today was an unexpected win for Aston?
Sure, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay. I'm going to tell you why I'm wrong first, and then we're going to go backwards.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Villa
what?
haven't lost in 22 matches at Villa Park.
Okay.
Okay.
But Villa played in the Europa League on Thursday.
Yeah, you lost to
Do you want to know who they lost to?
Go Ahead Eagles.
Go ahead, Eagles.
Of the Eredivisie.
Well, I mean, but they were told to go ahead.
The
They're Eagles.
Yeah.
mid-table Eredivisie team beat the Villa 2-1.
Yeah, because they were told to go ahead.
Mm.
If you're a go ahead Villa,
We should change our name to Go Ahead Aston Villa.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't.
The Villa players looked tired, uninterested in this game against Go Ahead Eagles, a mid-table Eredivisie team who absolutely sucked, by the way. They had, I think, 3 shots a goal, and 2 of them went in the back of the net.
Sometimes
They beat
it's
us
how it
2-1.
happens.
Villa should have been up 3-0 in the first 10 minutes, but they just looked lethargic and they didn't care. And I was like, what the hell is going on? He swapped a little bit of the team around, and you're thinking, okay, you got to come in and now you got to play Manchester City, who need to win to keep up with Arsenal. And oh, by the way, they just saw Liverpool lose on Saturday. We're going to get to that game in a minute.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, Man City and Erling Haaland are going to do the work here. And they get worked. I don't know if you want to bring up the stats on this game, but this is not what you would think would happen when you saw Villa lose to Go Ahead Eagles on Thursday and Man City win their game midweek in Champions League in style.
What do you want stats for? The Villa Man City game?
City game, yeah.
Okay.
You would not have expected these stats. Okay. Villa, Matty Cash, the lone goal off a corner kick, comes it, gets it back, goes around a guy, puts it far corner. Donnarumma doesn't see it because Matty Cash decides to shoot through a crowd who blocks off Donnarumma. A great strike, a great goal. Well done, Matty Cash. Brooks, what was the possession? What was the shots? Was the shots on goal? What were the corners?
Yeah, according to the Premier League website, I'm switching around different stuff now. La Liga was ESPN. This one's Premier League.
I like it.
All right, Villa, 47% possession.
Which is usually unexpected against a team like Man City, right?
Yep, 53% Man City. Total shots, Villa with 9, Man City with 18. On target, Villa 3 on target, 4 on target for Man City. Corners, just Man City edged out Villa 6-5.
Yep.
2 saves for Man City on the day, and then 3 for Villa.
Essentially a very even game.
Yes.
Very even game, and goals could have been scored. Villa in the second half, in the last 30 minutes, were just diving all over the place to block shots. I mean, one saved off the goal line by Pau Torres. They did phenomenal. Erling Haaland, I think, had one real attempt, and that was in the first half, and he kind of fluffed it and put it right at Emi Martinez. Besides that, we kept Erling Haaland very quiet today. And that's what you need to do to beat Man City, because he has scored 11 times for them this year. And there's 4 other goal scorers on the Man City team, and they all have one single goal, those 4 other. So if you quiet Erling Haaland down and don't let him score, you got a chance of winning. And Villa did that. Very, very much needed points for Villa, by the way. Nate, I talked a long time. Sorry.
That's cool. You can keep going. Just,
He's gonna tell you he's gonna say why you're wrong.
Go for it.
Yeah, Villa's tied with the best form in the Premier League right now with Arsenal. So you're an idiot for thinking that they were gonna go.
Yeah, no, but so.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna let
because he was on a good streak. That's why. Because Villa
win.
played well.
Here's
being pessimistic.
You win.
Villa haven't
You win.
played well.
Here's the problem.
You
Here's
win.
the problem.
Yeah.
Because I attacked him with a compliment, and now he doesn't know how to respond. Because now he's like,
You win.
crap. He's like,
I thought he was
how
gonna
do
say something negative.
I'm not gonna argue this because then I have to be like, oh no, Villa doesn't have the second best form in the Premier League when they do.
You
Or
win.
they're tied actually, not second best, but they're tied for first.
Yeah.
And then so I got him.
He's trying to get out of pessimistic mode.
No, I got
into
him.
Optimistic
I
mode.
nailed him.
Just
Right between the eyes.
you lose.
Here's
3
the
days
real-
prior to go ahead Eagles.
No, but these Europa
Eredivisie is not a bad league.
Yes, it is. The Europa is.
Whoa.
That's the worst.
Whoa.
That's the worst take I've heard since
Whoa.
MLS is gonna Messi will fail in the MLS.
Whoa.
Can we just make T-shirts of Brooks's hot takes?
Oh, geez, that'll sell pretty well.
That would sell great. But I mean,
You got to write them all down.
here's the reality. Europa's weird, okay, and the new format is stupid.
Yeah.
Champions League also has a stupid format to where most of these games don't really matter for anything.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, they really don't. You have a 67% chance of moving forward. It's it's all until it really comes down to it. The reality is Villa probably should be higher up the table if they didn't do so poorly in the beginning half of the season.
First 6 games of the year, they didn't
Now it seems that they have hit the ground running and they've found their form and now they're doing well. Just like Man United, thank you for agreeing with me. Anyways, moving on.
We're gonna get to the Man United, absolutely. Hey Brooks, who do Aston Villa play next?
Oh, let me see.
In the
here.
league. In the league.
Yes.
Where I'm really concerned. I think they do have a Europa. They have a Europa League game against Maccabi Tel Aviv. A whole bunch of political.
Oh my God.
By the way,
a bunch of political stuff there. We're not going to get into.
By the way, Glenn says hi, and then he says end of the Burnley game was a good one too.
You're playing Liverpool, you'll beat them.
That's what. See.
You're playing
That's not
Liverpool.
Yeah, buddy.
You're gonna beat
This is
them.
the time you want to play Liverpool.
Yeah, you got a tough Bournemouth match on the 9th of November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bournemouth is fake. We'll find that.
And then you got Leeds on the 23rd of November.
You'll beat them. They're all.
Yeah, and then that's a Europa League game. Then you got Wolves on the 30th, which you should win.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, hold on. The Europa game though, you're gonna struggle against them.
Young boys.
They're young boys.
Oh, they've beaten us before.
They have.
14 years ago, they came into
Austrian.
Villa Park and they beat
They're
us.
young.
I think Austrian or Belgian team. I
They're
forgot.
young, and they come at you.
Austrian, I can't
Yeah.
remember
When can Stuttgart play Villa? Because really, that's two teams we know and can name players off of. No one in this room, without looking it up, can name anyone off the 2 teams that we just mentioned that Villa have to play.
now. Young boys.
Yeah, name one. Name a player.
A young boys player?
Yeah,
No.
thank you.
No.
That's what I mean.
I'm sure if we looked at the roster, we'd be like, oh, him.
No, you're not going to do that.
You're
That's not a thing, Brooks. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right? No one looks at that roster and goes, oh, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, I know him.
No.
No. Never. Mm-mm.
Anywho,
All right, moving on. All right, let's jump in. Let's get to a bunch of the other scores here in the Premiership. Leeds 2, West Ham 1. Leeds with a very nice win. West Ham, oh my word, they've swapped managers and it's still going in the wrong direction. Nunez has a big job on his hands there. He needs to get some points in that club or they could find themselves relegated. Leeds very much needed 3 points. Good game for them at home. Newcastle 2, Fulham 1. Voltamade scored again and had a great game. Fulham, they are going in the wrong direction here, guys. That Fulham coach, everybody was so high on him last year and the year before, and they said, Marco Silva, you could be finding your way to one of the big clubs really soon.
I think it's because his hair.
It might be because it's not because of his tactics anymore. He is stinking it up at Fulham there. All right, this was a hell of a surprise yesterday. Nobody saw this coming. Chelsea 1, Sunderland 2. Wow. We're going to show you in a minute where in the table Sunderland are. And oh my word.
Brooks was right.
Well, Brooks said they would stay up this year.
I said they'd do better than you think they would. Anyone thought they would.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a weird statement.
What?
They're going to do better than you think. All right, cool.
What?
All right.
It's such a vanilla post-sitting statement there is. Like
that
I thought everyone was going to die in the field. Well, no, they didn't.
Yeah, that statement is so Brooks, though.
When am I going to get my next Netflix documentary out of this thing? That's all I care about.
Oh, you do. You want that?
Yes! I want more!
Season 4?
Yes!
You're not getting it. It's not coming. I don't think it's in the works.
This is BS.
I know. All right,
I
so
hope they get relegated.
A big win. We want to get to the table in a minute here. I'm going to skip the next one. And Wolves 2, Burnley 3.
Ooh.
Wolves, my word. You signed your manager up for an additional extension on his contract, and he hasn't won a game. He hasn't won a game. You will be relegated, Wolves. Get comfortable with that because you gone. Good.
Where are they located? Is Wolverhampton a city?
Wolverhampton is right outside of actually Birmingham. So Birmingham and
are they rivals of Villa?
Yes. Rivals, yes.
But not like Birmingham City.
Not like Birmingham City Villa. That's a really big rivalry.
Yeah.
But yeah, we consider them rivals. And if you are living in one of those areas, you know fans from the other team. So it's one of those actually.
Okay.
Like it would be how do I say this? Let me put it. Who would the Detroit Lions' biggest rival be? Maybe Chicago? Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be like Minnesota.
Mm.
Yeah, it's within the division type thing, within the area, within the Midwest, and you're like, they're a rival, but not quite the biggest rival. So yeah. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Crystal Palace on a little bit of a slide here. Arsenal just keep winning. 1-0 wins to them. They just keep this train moving. Is this their year? Because Man City's dropping, Liverpool's dropping. Everybody else, no one wants to really pick it up. Is this Arsenal's year, boys?
I don't know. Tottenham want to.
Tottenham.
Well,
we beat Tottenham last week.
If Victor Gorkis finds his form, possibly.
Yeah.
They actually got a forward now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's just taking his time getting comfortable with this league.
Yeah, I mean, you're a forward coming in. It's going to be a little bit tough to find your pace. He's not doing too bad. He's got 3 goals.
Yep.
He's like a Benjamin Sesko who's not doing too bad either.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's kind of what you're expected at this juncture. Going back to West Ham.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no, please.
Like the next 7 games doesn't look good for them.
Ooh, tell me about that.
The next 7 games look really bad. Like if I'm a West Ham fan, and I know like a few of them.
Oh yeah, we know a couple.
The bubbles won't be floating.
No, they're playing Newcastle.
Okay, well Newcastle are doing really well right now.
Burnley, which
they're doing okay.
Probably could be a win though.
But Burnley's going to look at that game and go, "We need to win. We can get points
Just
up
separate
this,
from
boys."
them.
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Oh boy,
they're flying high.
Liverpool's got to bounce back at a certain point.
Well, yes.
They're on the 30th.
Yeah.
United.
Oh boy, they're
looking
in good
good.
form.
Brighton.
Oh.
Who's looking good.
Yeah.
Villa.
Hey.
Man City.
Oh wow.
Boy.
And then they get a break at Fulham. So for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games,
Yikes.
they're maybe gonna win 2.
And if win, maybe get 2 points for a draw, right?
Hey,
a draw would be
I
a
don't
win,
think
right?
they're drawing.
Yeah.
Some of those teams.
I think they'll draw a game in there. Surprisingly, I think it could be a Burnley or a whoever they'll draw. But
It could be Brighton because Brighton likes to draw with people.
they don't pick up points. Nunez could find himself out of a job pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're talking. You're playing basically, 12th, 13th, and up. You're playing the top half of the table, and that's all in a row.
West Ham, good luck, my friends.
All in a row.
Yeah.
See, three Premier League teams that were there last year could be relegated this year, and the 3 promotions could stay up.
I I mean, they picked up points this.
Because all three of those teams look horrible. Nottingham Forest don't have a coach yet. They might get Mancini, but that's not given right now.
Right.
Nuno's in there. Can he fix that turnaround? I mean, he's got a while, but when it goes bad, it goes bad. And then Wolves are just blah.
Well, you got 3 teams on the bottom half of the table that have a combined 2 wins.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Word.
That's fair.
Oh my.
Yes.
word.
Yes.
It's very much not good.
Yeah.
We're gonna show that. I just
Only by the grace of God, they're only still in it because Fulham only has 2 wins and Burnley only has 3.
And what's their goal differential combined? That's 25, and then
they're combined
37.
Yeah, they're combined. They have a combined negative 37 goal differential.
The 3 newly promoted teams this year all won this week. Burnley won 3-2 over Wolves. Sunderland beat Chelsea 2-1. Leeds beat West Ham 2-1.
We're in for the small guys now.
I mean, they are smaller.
All of them.
They're gonna drop like a
Yeah.
stone out of that top half of the table.
Yeah.
They won't get relegated, but they'll drop.
Hey, if they stay up, if all 3 of those stay up, that's awesome.
Oh, I think it'd be great. It'd be the first time in a while it happened.
Yeah.
All right. One of the other games, Spurs today at Sam Hill Dickinson Stadium against Everton. This game was a strange game. Brooks, I'm going to ask you to pull up the stats on this one because I watched this game and I don't know any of the stats. I got to be honest, but
I watched this game, but I don't know anything about it.
no, I don't know anything but stats. I don't know any of
Tottenham
the stats.
Everton game.
I'm just kidding.
The Everton Spurs game.
Yeah. Here we go.
Vicario for Spurs made some absolutely disgusting saves today. Like saves he had no business making. Just reaching out and saving something, tipping something over the bar. He was incredible. Everton looked like they were on the front foot. And if you didn't show me the score and I hadn't seen any goals, I would have thought, okay, Everton most likely won this game.
Sure.
They, in the second half,
Looks like it from the stats, honestly.
Show me the stats. Tell me
Yeah. So Premier League website again. So possession, 53% Everton, 46% Tottenham. Expected goals, 2 for Tottenham, 1.5 for Everton. Total shots, 12 for Everton, 7 for Tottenham. Corners, 9 for Everton, 8 for Tottenham. Saves, 2 for Tottenham, 1 for Everton. Big chances, they have a big chance category, 3 for Tottenham, 0 for Everton.
See, I disagree with the big chances. There was several chances.
I don't know what they
there for
qualify
Everton.
that
Yeah.
as. So
Vicario, in my opinion, was player of the game here. He was phenomenal. Anyway, 3-0 Spurs. They needed a bounce back game after last week. They lost to Villa 2-1 at home. This is a bounce back game. They're playing very well. Everton on a little bit of a slide, but I tell you what, don't write this team off. David Moyes has really pulled this team together. All right. Let's get to the other 2 games. We're going to get to Man United and Brighton first here. Man United 4, Brighton 2 at Old Trafford. We all know that Manchester United at home play very well. 3 wins in a row now in the league for Manchester United. I had a couple of people text me before the game saying the lineup is a little, in their opinion, what the hell is going on? They've changed it again. It worked. You may have changed it up, but it worked.
I'd ask what those people think.
I mean,
what do they mean the lineup? There's like maybe
hindsight.
2 players.
Hindsight now, right? But I think they were thinking, listen, we've won games. Let's stick with that lineup that wins. And I don't necessarily disagree with that, but in hindsight, they won 4-2, so great.
So I believe, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, the only 2 different players that were in there was Sesko starting, which he's started before, but there was a reason for that because it was Mason Mount got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Mount was supposed to start. That's what they announced before the game. But he got injured in warm-ups because he's made of glass and didn't get a chance to start.
Yes, this makes sense because I got the text an hour before the game when the lineup comes out. So
and the other one would be Harry Maguire, which
did he start again?
No, they benched him. I think they just wanted to rest him.
Okay.
So he wasn't even suited. So I think I don't know if he is injured. I can double check.
Maguire wasn't suited up at all?
Yeah, he is physically discomfort.
He's injured. Yeah.
That physical. According to this, is physically discomfort.
Yeah, that is just injured. That.
So I mean, outside of those 2 guys, like everything else is pretty much the same. Anyways, on to the football.
Yes, statistically, this is pretty even. To be honest with you, this match. I mean, Brighton had 56.
Statistically, it was even, but by the viewer, it was.
And via the goals.
That's why I'm saying stats sometimes never always tell everything.
Can I give you a little piece of advice, Brooks, on this? Yeah. When you say the percentages, you can say the one team. We already know the other team's percentage based on what you.
Oh, are you making a joke that I'm not supposed to say both?
No, you're not. I wouldn't.
Because of Man United.
Well, no. All right. So what was the percentage Man United had?
Oh, okay. Man United was 43%.
Okay. Wow.
Brighton, yeah. Well,
obviously Brighton had 57, right?
Well,
there you
yeah.
go. But so that okay.
Expected goals,
Yeah,
1.2 for Man United, 1.1. Yeah, 1.2, 1.1 for Brighton.
Wow.
Shots on goal, Man United had 9 versus Brighton's 5. Big chances, one each for both. Corners, 6 for Brighton, 1 for Man United. So.
Okay, yeah, it was fairly even.
Yeah, total shots, 13 for Man United, 17 for Brighton.
Wow, yeah, it was fairly even. All right, Nate, give us the game, give us a breakdown, give us your thoughts. Go for it, buddy.
And this is where you kind of got to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Sure.
In the opposition happened in the final third, Man United's possession or passes, accurate passes, were 74 to 76 compared to 72 or 71% and 73%. Yep. So that's where you go, like, where is the actual possession? I think possession is always a false stat because if I stand there with the ball, and then lose it, and then I'm going forward quickly. Anywho, but personally, I thought it was a great game. I thought it was fun to watch. I think United's really starting to find their form. I think there's some players that, you still look at them and go, yeah, you're going to be a problem. And Casemiro's one of them, even though he had scored and an assist.
And Bueno's, you're getting money for him, man.
And Bueno is basically the Cameroonian Wayne Rooney. I looked at it, and you look at how Bueno plays. He's the Cameroonian Wayne Rooney. That's the perfectly way to sum it up. We haven't had a player like him in a long time.
He's been consistent for you guys, and that's nice. You see a consistent guy.
He's all over the field. He tracks back. He wins the ball. He tracks forward. He looks to combine. You know what I mean? He is basically, if Cameroon, Wayne Rooney might have to have a DNA test here because I want to know if he was visiting Cameroon at any time during when this fellow was born here because he might have a son. All right, okay. They're all built. They're built basically the same too. Thick, big guys that like run fast. Okay, Cunha is a workhorse. He doesn't get a lot. He doesn't get the goals and assists, but he's all over the map where it comes to actually creating, combining, and doing things. From the front 3-4 with Fernandes, they look great. You still have a defensive midfield problem. And Ahmad looks good. Dillo looks good. I think the defense isn't bad. I think Shaw's a liability. I like the Lamas, even though he didn't fare very well in this game. But to be honest, that second goal for Brighton off that corner with that header, I don't think many goalkeepers are saying that because that was just so bang on fast. Maybe he could have did a little bit better from the first goal off the wallback kick, but whatever. I think overall he had a good game, decent game. I was happy with the performance. I've been happy with the performance, and this is why I go, let's look at the manager's body of the work at the end of the season to determine whether or not he should go. Not one week to week, that's what frustrates me and why I make these comments of, maybe Arne Slot should change his tactics now too. Because, it's like
he's lost 3 in a row or 4 in a row.
Look at the manager's form at the end of the season, the overall picture, how it works. Clearly, these guys, as they continue to play more, and you got to remember how many players are new on this team. You know what I mean? We're running with 3-4 new players here. That's a lot. Half your squad got turned over.
Yep.
So as these guys are playing together, finding form, reading each other, understanding each other, and it could be prevalent off Mbuemo's last goal where Fernandes stopped, let the ball go around him, and Mbuemo comes outside the other field to kind of receive it and then go and score. And he intentionally went, I know this guy's running. And that's just understanding your team and getting comfortable.
Yep.
He's making that run. I know he is. Stopping, letting it go, and leaving it. And I think as they find their form, and you'll have those moments of brilliance, and you're going to have your moments of struggle like they had in the beginning. It's just going to be up and down. But at the end of the day, it's going to be what is it look like after 36 games?
Yep.
That is the determining factor in my mind. And if it continues on pace how it is, and they continue proving every week and continue looking good, not saying they're going to finish top 4, I think Amrin absolutely earns a praise at the end of that if they look like that.
Sure.
38 games.
38? Well, I can't.
I'm going to give me the next 2 games that Manchester United have. And I ask this because, again, I am sick to death of seeing the guy with the curly hair who's not cutting his hair until Man United have won 5 games.
So
Please
they
just
play
win 5 games in a row so his guy can cut his hair and I can stop seeing his dumb face on social media.
So November 1st, they play Nottingham Forest, which they should destroy
That's
them.
a win.
Yes. And then November 8th, they play Tottenham.
Oh, that'd be a good.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
Where is that game at?
That's at Man United.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, hold on, my bad. No, sorry, that's away at Tottenham.
Oh,
my bad.
okay.
Yeah.
That may be the loss because that's a tough place to go, and Man United typically don't play well away from, especially in the last couple of years at Tottenham. That's gonna be a good one. Keep your eyes on that. But listen, 3 wins in a row for Manchester United. Ruben Amorim has got this team moving in the right direction. I'm pretty sure they're in the top 4 of form in the table. So well done to them. A team that is not quite in the top 4 of form in the table is, well, you know, the team that Manchester United beat last week, old Liverpool. Liverpool lose 3-2 away to Brentford. Brentford, they were up 3-1. They actually could have won this game by a couple of more. They really had a good game, Brentford did. I wrote Brentford off early in the year. I said, this isn't a good team. They're not going to do well this year. Incorrect on my part. They're doing very well. They beat Villa twice. They beat Liverpool here. Mo Salah benched again. I think he came on in like the with about 25 to 30 minutes left. He scored the goal. It was a nice goal, but other than that, he was useless. Ekatike did okay, but not great.
Isak was injured.
Isak's still injured.
Got a groin injury.
Florian Wirtz got pulled at about the 70 or 80th minute, somewhere in there. He was okay, but not great. He's still struggling to get up to speed with what's going on, and he's not having a fun time right now in that team. Arne Slot, I think that's 5 out of the last 6 games they've lost.
Hey, your Stuttgart transfer guy in Newcastle's doing better than Wirtz right now.
Dortumnd has proved to be one of the best signings of the season so far.
Yeah.
Still think he's overrated.
You may have to do what I just did and admit that I was wrong. Yeah.
Never. We'll see how it goes to the end of the season.
Is this panic mode right now for Liverpool? Is it panic mode? Because you can't win the title in October, but you can certainly lose it, as we'll show you right now. I mean, listen, they find themselves in 7th. 9 games, 5 wins, no draws, 4 losses, only +2 goal difference.
It's just so difficult to do every year. Like it's so like Man City made it look easy for so long. It is like for how many years they won the league in a row and stayed in the top 3. It is just so difficult. And the turnover they have, my mistake again, I think that Liverpool made, their mistake was re-signing, I think, Van Dijk and Salah. I just think it's
the 2-year contracts, both of them to 2-year contracts.
I just think they're going to start to show their age. You know, it's just
they have.
And everyone's like, you have to do it. Like, no, you don't. You can walk. You can say, hey, thank you for your services. That's great. We need to move on from someone else. Or move on to someone else. So
the only problem with that is Salah's probably one of their best players still right now.
I know.
Not right now. Last year, yes, absolutely.
But what he can do potential-wise, yes.
This year, he's lost a step, and I think he's lost inside of the system right now. He just can't seem to find. He doesn't do anything defensively. He gets stuck out there. He can't go into tackles.
Yeah.
He's lost a step. He can't go to his right foot, even though he scored the goal this weekend with his right foot, but he missed one. He missed a couple, blazed them wide. Listen, I give Arne Slot a lot of praise for benching Mo Salah.
Yes, because some managers would never do that.
Yeah, some managers. Well, he's a club legend. I can't do that. Good.
Do you think he goes 4-4-2? Because it worked against Frankfurt.
He already has.
I know. You said against Frankfurt.
Right. You can't.
No, I'm not going to say.
Frankfurt's awful.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it worked in a European.
Hey, it worked against Bilbo Grad.
Bodo Glimt?
Yeah, sure, and him too.
Okay.
Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, fair enough.
I would be interested to see if they go 4-4-2 against Villa next week. That would be interesting, and I'd like to see how. I'm more interested to see how Villa match up against that 4-4-2.
You want to hear my hot take?
Yeah, go for it.
I think Slot's fake.
Really?
Yep.
Like he's not real.
Yeah, he's not.
He's AI.
How is Arne Slot fake?
Because as a manager or coach in any profession, any sport, the team you inherit, the first team, is not your team.
Sure.
Right.
It's always year 2 or year 3.
Sure.
And I think he didn't do enough to actually secure a good team to compete. I don't think he was. I think he basically copied what Klopp was doing, didn't change anything, which was smart.
Pretty much had his players anyways.
But then now he tried to input what he thought the way they should play, and he's getting exposed and slapped. Someone brought up, I was listening to something, maybe it was just my own head and thoughts, I don't know, but I was listening to, and they brought up an interesting fact on how they used to sit deep last year, apparently.
And counter.
Yep. And now they're actually going at teams because other teams are sitting deep and forcing them to go, and they're getting exposed.
I could see that.
Getting caught, and that makes sense when you talk about even the 2 players that you pointed out by somehow being a foot or step off. I don't think Slot is the guy that everyone thought he was. I'm sorry. I don't think he is. All right. And you would go, he just won the league last year. Yep. He won the league with Klopp's team.
Yeah.
So how many more losses, let's say in the next 4 or 5 games, if they don't get wins,
here's
is
the
he
problem.
gone?
No. I think because because he gets, in my mind, good or bad, he gets a year.
Sure.
Because he won the league last year.
And he should get the year.
He should.
Yeah, he should.
And you should assess it at the end of the year, because maybe I'm wrong.
They lose the next 3 though. That's 7 games.
Do you want to know the next 3 opponents they play?
Yes.
I think they're going to lose against Villa.
So they play EFL Cup. They play Crystal Palace.
That doesn't.
Then they play.
Oh, hold on. Crystal Palace in the cup. I mean, Crystal Palace will come out and they'll.
They play Villa on the 1st of November.
Yep.
Then they play Real Madrid on the 4th.
You could lose to Crystal Palace, Villa, and Real Madrid.
Hold on. Then they play Man City on the 9th.
Woo!
And then their probably next win, if everything goes awry, then their next easiest game is the 22nd against Nottingham Forest after international break.
How many games out of those 5 are they going to win? They could win 1.
Their form right now is as bad as Fulham's, who's hovering at the bottom.
Yeah.
So they're not doing well.
Yeah.
And against opponents that, I'm sorry, I'm going to make fun of my own team in a minute. You should have. Tell me who thought United was the superior opponent going into that match.
Oh.
Not many people.
Tell me who thought Brentford was the superior opponent going into that.
Not a
match.
single
many
person.
people.
Tell me who Crystal Palace, Chelsea were the superior opponents going into that match.
Maybe Chelsea.
I thought it was going to be a good game, but I didn't think.
Maybe Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Crystal Palace probably not.
Some of their wins, honestly, you got some good ones here, but a lot of the times, I mean, okay, you won 1-0 against Burnley. Sweet. 2-1 against Everton. Yee. You know what I mean? Like this is not a team that's really riding a high train, like smoking people. Their wins are scraping by teams that they should slap.
Absolutely.
If
you recall the first 2 games of the year, they're both games they were up 2-0, and the games ended up coming back to at some point being 2-2. They went on to win.
Yep.
I think they won 4-2 and then 3-2 those first 2 games. But I called it out. I was like, hey, there's an issue here. You're up 2-0 in 2 games in a row, and they've let it slip to 2-2, both of them. You pulled it out, but that's a concern. I think it's way more past concern now. It's, what the hell is happening?
There'll be moves in the winter.
You beat Newcastle, who went down to 10 men before they got Voldemort. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
that's not I think if Newcastle plays them again, that's not the same scoreline.
Sure.
Right. All right. Listen, Liverpool, you're in trouble. Just going to have to, I'm done. In the next 5 games, you could find yourselves with maybe 1 win, and then that's a real slump, and then there's something that has to change.
The question is,
players, whatever.
do they have cash to flash
Not
in
anymore.
a winter transfer
Cash
window?
to flash.
They just spent.
That's not the problem.
They just spent almost $300 million.
I'll tell you what.
players.
Let me. If I
You gotta spend more. You gotta spend more nowadays because you're a big club, right?
Your acquisition of Florian Wirtz was confusing. I said that was confusing from the start.
Yeah.
Not to say I like Florian Wirtz. I think he's a good player. I don't think they're getting all that they could get out of him.
Sure.
Here's the issue, though. You already had players that could play an attacking mid. So I don't understand why you went and got that when you should have. And then Ekateki was doing great, and then you brought in Isak, which has got to be you're coming in as a young guy. You just got bought for world record money for Frankfurt, and then they doubled down and buy another guy, like for
He's
more
probably
world
not
record.
liking that.
Yeah, that
That's
that
causing
was
friction.
whoever made that decision was bad.
Yeah.
The fact you took no effort to help your back line at all or your defensive mid is weird, because I could put Solskjaer in that attacking mid spot for Wirtz and probably get better output.
100% you couldn't.
So why did you do this?
Right.
You know,
Yep.
and as a United fan, this brings me glee. But if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be like, what are you doing? None of this made sense.
Yep.
You know, 125 million for an attacking mid player that you didn't need. What?
Yeah. Interesting. It's panic stations right now for Liverpool. You guys got to get something figured out. Arne Slot is in trouble. Get that figured out, Liverpool, because oh my, the next 5 games, you boy, good luck with that.
Oh, here we go. Here's a. You're gonna pull the slot machine, try to get 3 7s, right?
Oh,
that's what they need, right? Some
Just
luck.
thought of that on his.
Yeah.
Thought of that on his own.
Moving on.
Moving on for sure.
Does that go on my T-shirt?
Yeah, that's gonna go on the back of the T-shirt. All right, we got a couple of things we're gonna get to in the Bundesliga with Nate, and we're gonna do that right after this.
Tempo, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Inside on touch, play, see it, yes.
Big thank you to our friends and our sponsor and partner there, Next Level Training. Sign up for all the camps that they do, guys. They do weekly sessions. Get your kids involved. Trust me. Whew. Next Level Training, they are the best trainers in the country. Get your kid there on a weekly basis and you'll see why. All right, we're going to do a little bit of Bundesliga. We're going to do a little bit of MLS. And then Nate, Brooks, and Craig went to a Halloween party last night. And we got a picture we're going to show you from that.
I did?
Oh, God. Oh,
You don't remember.
God. You were a little off last night. We'll
Damn
show
the
ya.
alcohol.
Yeah, it was the alcohol. All right, Nate, it is time for Bundesliga chat time, buddy.
We're going to do it fast. I said 3 minutes, starting now. It's a Bundesliga chat time. It's a Bundesliga chat time. It's a Bundesliga chat time with Craig and Brooks. All right, let's get off. Augsburg versus Leipzig. 0-6. Leipzig pounding Augsburg like you wouldn't believe. Nate, why do you watch the Bundesliga? Because you know why? You get fun games like this, and you get to see young players come out and really shine. Jan Dortumnd, who is an 18-year-old Ivory Coast kid, goal and 2 assists, first start ever, made Jonathan Banks, or whatever his Amaki Banks, the USA hopeful Amaki Banks. Stuart Holden's, hey, you're gonna start center back. Amaki Banks, boy, that was a drunk and sobering undecision. I think our pal made fun of him like he was called into camp. He didn't even play. Anyways, yeah, Banks did not perform well because Dortumnd just destroyed him. But it was a good match for Leipzig. And again, that's also why I love watching to see these 18-year-old players come out, these younger guys come out. Watch that kid, because that's the one to watch.
Keep an eye.
Just like some of the other players I've said, watch. Every now and then I'm right. Frankfurt versus St. Pauli. Sands did not play. He was not feeling well, injured or some stuff. So
concussion last week.
Frankfurt decided to take it to St. Pauli 2-0. Unfortunate match for St. Pauli. Hamburg versus Wolfsburg 0-1 for Wolfsburg. We'll never see Kevin Padres again. He's forever injured. Never. He's dead. He's gone forever.
Dead to us.
Yeah, whatever. Gladbach versus Munich. These jerks decided to win again. Bunch of jerks. Reina and Skelly did get in, but they were subbed on. 0-3 for Munich. Punks. Dortmund versus Cologne. Brooks' match of the week.
Yeah.
Right? God, that match sucked. That match was so boring. Sorry, Brooks. Not because you picked it. It just was. I watched the whole thing. I was hoping for something good. Man, I was so bored.
Oh, you saw my
96.
graphic, huh?
Yeah, I saw your graphic. I was mad
right.
that you didn't ask for input this time.
I'm
Anyways,
sorry.
96 minutes when that one goal was scored. So 95 minutes of nothing. The only highlight of that is Christoph Ludd played a full 90, which is great for him. It looks like he's really carved his way out for Cologne. Hopefully he'll be, playing more for the national team. Leverkusen versus Freiburg, 2-0. Leverkusen's coming back after firing the old Man United manager who just is awful. Good for him. Great. And finally, your match of the week. Your real match of the week.
Okay.
Stuttgart versus Mainz. Yay! Stuttgart winning 2-1 after Mainz... After Mainz getting a penalty and actually going ahead, they came back 45 minutes. The goal of the week, I think, from the Bundesliga. Here's why it's the goal of the week. Not because it was Undavi's first goal. Not because it was a hell of a run. Not because it was a chip over the goalkeeper. Because the assist. The assist came from the goalie who thumps it down the field for Undavi to run on, splits two defenders, and scores. And someone would say, hey, that's just kicking it long. Nope, it was a directed pass into space. That's what's called playing out of the back if you know what you're doing, and that's how you do it. You play out of the back doesn't mean you can't go direct. Doesn't mean you do 2-inch passes back and forth until you get pressed. It means you find the space, you play in the channel, Undavi runs onto it, splits two defenders, pops the goalkeeper, and does his... Can you hear me? The best part of this was my 5-year-old daughter was laying next to me the whole time telling me she loves soccer. Then she was bored to go play with a cat. Yep. Anyways, that's a 5-year-old for you.
That's what we call Route 1 soccer.
Yeah.
The goalie to the forward to the back of the net, take Route 1, and it works.
Craig's favorite soccer.
So I got one more minute, and then we got to move on because I said I'd only be 5, and I'm 4 minutes into this thing. Yes, it's been exciting. Right now, the form of the top table, which is great, has Munich, Leipzig, Stuttgart, Dortmund, and boy, all teams except for Dortmund, the top 3, haven't lost a game. Stuttgart has 5 wins in a row. Munich can't stop winning. Jerks. Hate them. Leipzig has been on a rebound since firing their manager and has had tremendous form. I guess one of the best form in the league, actually, outside of Munich. So it's really going to get interesting down the stretch on how it goes. Stuttgart gets to play Mainz against in the Pokal on Wednesday, so that's fun for them. And that's that. That's your Bundesliga recap.
That's a Bundesliga wrap. Chat time. Well done, Nate. I like it.
That was 5 minutes, I think. Hold on. 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Well, I'm going to give you back 16 seconds of your day. What are you going to do with it? God, I hate when bosses say that.
I usually say stare at the wall.
What are you going to do? I'm going to stare at the wall.
I'm going to contemplate my life choices right about now.
Better than saying I'm going to go sit on the toilet. I'll play on my phone. All right. Well done. All right, Brooks. Well, it was MLS Playoffs are in action right now. I know we're not really deep in. We're just a game or two in, but some games going on right now as we record this live, obviously. But tell us a little bit about what's going on in the MLS. We'll cover it a little bit more next week, but what right now is happening? I know Lionel Messi scored because he played. So they won the first game over Nashville. But what else we got, buddy?
He might be good.
He might be good.
So the 2 playing games, Chicago beat Orlando 3-1, and then Portland beat Real Salt Lake 3-1 to advance into the next round. So the round of those are the 2 wild card matches. Miami won 3-1 at home to Nashville. 2-2, and then into PKs, Philly Union won 4-2 on PKs, Chicago Fire. So that was at home at Subaru Park. So obviously the next game will go back to Chicago for that one for game 2. And Vancouver spanked FC Dallas 3-0. And currently right now San Diego is up 1-0 against Portland. Yes, then we have some more matches tomorrow. I'll just read them off here. So on the 27th, Cincinnati host Columbus. Minnesota hosts Seattle. And then the 28th, Charlotte hosts New York City FC. And on the 29th, LAFC hosts Austin.
So, when I picked my bracket outside of FC Cincinnati, I just chose the team of the most Bundesliga players to win the matches.
Fair enough.
That'd be great if that worked out well in every single match and you won.
You mean how I chose my favorite stadiums on the last time, and I actually did the best I ever won in here?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Such an expert, Nate.
Yeah.
Exactly. The only exception I made was Sun or LAFC because I got Sun. I went, yeah, he'll be good.
He'll be good. Yeah, he's kind of good. 33 years old. All right.
He's scoring like crazy, though.
Oh, he scores 9 games, 9 goals. The guy cannot stop scoring.
He's going to be great for the U.S. national.
Oh, man, when he gets to play for the U.S. national team. Oh, God. That L.A. government official, my word, when that was...
They got to be joking at this point, right?
That's not how it works.
I don't know.
Maybe they just don't talk about things you don't know. You make yourself sound silly.
Well,
I think what she meant, and honestly, I think what she meant was the World Cup's coming to the United States. LA's going to have some games. It'll be good for him to bring the World Cup back to South Korea. I'm really giving her an olive branch.
You really are, and I think it's way too much.
I'm helping her. I'm like her PR person.
Yeah, you should be.
That's not what she meant.
Oh, no, you guys totally took that
I think Aaron Bellish
out of context. Yeah. All right, some kind of unfortunate news. Tim Weah injured this weekend. He had an assist for Marseille as they went on to win, but pulled his thigh muscle, and Roberto De Zerbi, the manager of Marseille, says we need him in the lineup. He's important right now. Hopefully he's not injured too bad, and it's a little minor injury.
And what I said for De Zerbi is if you know a player who has injured himself, call Zach Atwood.
Yeah.
At 555. Atwood. Is that the number? I don't know.
Not his
Shit.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, call Zach Atwood. So Atwood's zipping out to Marseille.
Yep, he should be.
Well, it'll be 555 Zach because that's 4 in that Atwood.
The football Dr. Zachary Atwood, he could fix Tim Weah.
He would fix him in a heartbeat.
For sure.
Back on the field
And then send Aaron Bird to get his touches up. We're good to go.
He definitely needs a little help on his touches, as we've seen.
So, Der Zagerba, whatever his name is, manager, I'm glad you listened to the show. Yeah, him too. Glad you listened to the show because we got you covered.
We got you.
And you can come on and as Tim Weah is rehabbing here in the delightful foliage of Michigan.
Foliage of Michigan.
Foliage of Michigan. Why don't you go have yourself a pint at Dog and Pony Show?
Yes.
I heard they got trivia.
Do they?
They do.
Yeah, soccer trivia.
Oh.
Yeah.
They do. I know they do.
I'm doing all these live reads for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
I'm so good at my job. Can't believe you fired me.
Yeah, last thing of the week, boys. So my new fun part of the segment of the show is what did we do over the weekend as a group? And then I take a picture of it, and then I get AI to give us a little help to doctor it up.
Is it ignore dates texts? Because that was a thing for a minute.
That was a thing for a minute.
Yeah.
No, we should actually. I'm gonna have AI create a picture of that, and that'd be funny. But this one, Nate, I just sent it to you, so you can see it. But here it is for everybody else. Man. We went to a Halloween party last night.
I wish that screen was on.
Yeah, it's on your phone. It's on your phone. You can
check
your phone.
Yeah, he sent a text to you.
Yeah.
Did you send a text to me?
Yeah. Should have gone.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that was our costumes last night.
Why are you so sad?
Because I'm dressed as Bran Flakes.
Why do you look way older?
I don't.
Why is Nate Frankenstein?
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Does it? I'm a vampire.
I don't. Yeah. Why are you looking more dashing than normal?
My hair looks really good there, actually.
If you take a look at on top of my head,
there's a mouse.
It's a rat.
Yes. Oh, it's a rat. Yeah.
Why is there a rat on top of your head?
I don't know.
This is almost as ridiculous as what's fun to do. What I do is when friends who have been drinking a lot, and I happen, which is a rare occasion, not to be drinking a lot, rare. And they'll tell me something, and then I will take GPT, and then I will actually
Create an image.
create that image. So somebody said land orca.
What?
My buddy
land
said I
whale?
was as majestic as a land orca.
Oh, so a land whale.
A land orca.
Yes,
Whale.
orca whale. Yeah.
And oh boy, did I type that in, and I had some fun with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It came out, I was like, make him more jacked. And then I was like, can you show a group of jacked land orcas drinking beer in a bar? And actually, it could be a Sunday morning cartoon.
Most people will think this is AI, but it's not. This is really a picture of us last night.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me too, by the way.
Just getting you to join in with the group.
Hey.
We had a great time at the Halloween party, as you can see here.
We had bran
I don't
flakes.
know. I decided to dress up as bran flakes and have a rat on my head in a bowl of bran flakes. All right, that's going to kind of wrap us up for the night. Big thank you to our sponsors. Big thank you to Soccer World. A big thank you to Next Level Training. A big thank you to the Football Doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. And a big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on that awesome club. Fellas, that'll wrap us up. I appreciate it. One last thing. If you are listening to us on a podcast, on Apple, on Spotify, whatever it is, do us a favor, give us 5 stars, write a little comment, send us a note. We'd love it. We'd appreciate it. If you're on the old YouTube, press the little button, subscribe, and the little bell to ding when we put new stuff up. We got a couple of videos coming this week. Brooks has been interviewing people like crazy. We got new stuff coming. Yeah. All right, boys, that's going to wrap us up for the week. It's going to be fun next week because we're going to talk about MLS. We got a lot more games and see how these teams are doing. Will Villa beat Liverpool? Will Liverpool get back on track? Will Man United get their 4th league win in a row?
Am I invited back next week?
If you can
You
make
are,
it.
if you can make it.
Yeah, look at me.
Do you want me to let you know what time it will be at?
Nah, I'll just show up.
Okay, sounds good. All right, that'll wrap us up for the week. All right, cheers.
Roast.